I put a spell on you because you're mine.
Hello everyone and welcome back to In a Blink, our unique look behind the scenes for Red Eye and Red Eye Ticket's most stunning stars. And today we are joined by the most stunning, the vocal diva herself, Miss Ada Vox. Hello, Ada.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. Welcome to New York.
We're here. It's going to be fabulous.
It is fabulous. So we're actually here on Fire Island at Whitehall for your debut show here in Fire Island. How do you feel?
It's wonderful. There's so many gays, and I hope they love me.
They're going to love you, girl. They're going to love them pipes. They're going to love this dress.
Oh, thank you.
So how was the journey getting over here? Tell us about it.
And the ferry was so nice and beautiful, and then he got on the island, and there's so many naked people just everywhere with their tits out, and it's great.
It's how the whole world should be, honestly. Just tits out, Speedos, walking the streets.
Fun.
I believe you are also a Texas girl. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Where are you from in
San Antonio,
Texas?
Texas. San Antonio, born and raised.
Tell us a little bit about San Antonio drag, because I'm an Austin girl, but I'm familiar with San Antonio.
Yeah.
And I'm familiar mostly with the food, but...
Yeah. Love the food.
Oh.
That's how I got this body, baby.
Okay. And it's correct.
So San Antonio drag is very pageant based, as I'm sure you're aware, being a Texas girl. I think Texas drag in general is very pageant based. And San Antonio drag is really a big heart of that. We had the girls like Erica Andrews that went through there, Tandy Andrews, and some of the biggest names in pageantry and drag that are like not drag race girls, but everyone knows their names. So it's very competitive. And now, more than ever, we're getting a lot more of the alternative girls making waves in the scene. And they finally kind of broke through that pageant boundary. Mm-hmm. So it's lovely to see the scene really expanding and accepting more types of entertainment.
Did you grow up, were you classically trained as a singer or an instrumentalist? Tell me about your vocal background.
I've taken a total of probably 2 or 3, maybe private lessons in my whole life, vocal lessons. And they were audition prep sessions that I did for when I was doing auditions like American Idol or things like that.
Wow.
So it was like, hey, I want this professional vocal teacher to help me choose my song and make sure that I'm going the right path.
Got it.
I just want a professional ear to listen. So that's the type of vocal training that I've had. On top of, I started when I was very young with a nonprofit youth music organization. Where they essentially have master classes, and it's for those of us that can't afford music lessons, it's for underprivileged youth who can have the opportunity to be exposed to music and things like that, called the Network for Young Artists. So shout out to Network for Young Artists.
Shout out to Network for Young Artists in San Antonio?
Yeah.
Incredible.
And they're still going. They started like in the 90s, and they're still going. So
amazing.
We love that. And they're still doing the same thing.
But so 3 lessons. So what you're saying is you're a natural talent.
I'm not. I don't think I'm natural. Because here's the thing: if y'all go, don't do it. But if y'all go and you look up old videos of me performing, I wasn't always good. I worked my ass off to get to where I am now, and it took me years and years and years to find my voice. And I'm grateful that I did, because now it's allowing me to do what I had always worked for so many years. And it's a wonderful thing to be able to say, yes, I sing for a living. I've been singing professionally for going on 20 years now, but I've only been actually to a point where I was satisfied with what I could do for the last maybe 10 or so.
That's amazing.
Where I finally started getting my footing as a vocalist. So
incredible. Well, honey, I think if you look up old videos of any of us, it'll be very humbling very quick, I think, for any drag queen, especially now these days.
Well, we all started somewhere, and we all should never stop learning.
Agreed.
And that's all
I agree with that. There's a lot of, vitriol and, not so savory things going on in the world right now. So what does it mean to you to be a queer Latina artist, songstress, to share your voice with a world that is somewhat broken and somewhat needing people like you?
What I love is the opportunity to give people that would not have otherwise had someone that was like them a chance to see me succeed and achieving my dreams when they might have otherwise thought it wasn't possible for somebody like them. Somebody who couldn't afford the best lessons, someone who couldn't afford the best instruments or whatever as they were growing up. and someone who's, you know, not a rich white person, which is what we see a lot of in the media, making it because they can pay their way forward. And it's lovely, good for them, fantastic. But that's not how it works for all of us. And some of us really, really work many, many, many years and many, many hours to make these things happen. And it feels wonderful to have people show up to the shows and say, I've needed someone like you to look up to my whole life. And I have that happen so many times. Even people in the older generation who are, I've run into some grandmothers who have come to my shows and come up to me crying with their arms open saying they needed to see somebody like me. So it's beautiful, and I'm so grateful for the experience and so grateful that people find inspiration in what I do.
That's incredible. You know, they say if you can't see yourself in the world, you feel like you don't belong in it.
Yeah.
So I'm happy that people have you to look up to, especially a talented songstress, proud, out queer Latina woman that you are. And I'm happy that you're here in the world, and I'm happy that you're going to share some of your voice with us tonight. Anything else that you want to plug, shamelessly talk about? Any book deals? Any kind of, you know, hidden summer camps you might be going away for?
Honey,
anything like that?
I'm planning an ankle surgery in a month. No, but just follow me on all my social media. I'm really doing my best to make sure that I keep my presence going and making sure that I stay relevant. I'm working on a couple new music things. It's going to be absolutely fabulous. It's going to be wonderful. I'm going to share my voice with the world and going to continue doing it. I've been doing it for so damn long. No point in stopping now that it's finally making me money. But yeah, just keep an eye on me on social media. Check my website for tour dates, and I'll be in a city near you at some point.
And if you have not seen Miss Ada Vox, you will know after seeing her that nothing is going to stop her now. You are a star on the rise, and you will go so far. And I'm so happy that you're here with us.
Oh, I love you, baby.
Today. Thank you
so
much. Well, thank you all for joining us again for another exciting segment of In a Blink. My name is Robin Rose Quartz, and be sure and follow Red Eye and Red Eye Tickets on all social media platforms to stay up to date with all the fun and exciting programs that we have to offer. And we'll see you on the next flight. Goodbye.
Stand